points. First setting is okay. And now here I would contain the second setting. Okay. Salam Habibi, how are you? I hope you are fine. It is me, Michaela Santa. I am here with you. Accordance with titles, yes, today we are roasting Divija Bhasin in the topic of the points. Women are illogical in the battlegrounds. And now, here today is my points. Here we can say, I would want to see you that how women is illogical at this moment. Well, now you know that here Divija Bhasin contains a short videos where Divija Bhasin just saying that I am just a girl. Do not call me stupid. Do not call me illogicals at this moment. Now let's check it. What's happened? And now today's our point is Strait of Hormuz and the keyword is United States of America versus Iran. Okay. And now here we can say this moment. Well, now here is she, Divija Bhasin. Well,
So there is this trend going on where women will do something stereotypical like putting lip gloss when there is war going on in the background and they'll play this song with the caption I'm just a girl. This song has now become a soundtrack for doing stupid things as a girl and basically promoting the patriarchal idea that women are dumb, weak and illogical.
well, now here is the points. It is the real points that women are girls. Girls are dumb, weak, and illogical. And the points. Now, when we are talking about the points, girls can be strong at the 1%, but at the 100% girls are dumb and illogical at the moments. Okay. Pocket flashing, flashlight set high. Okay, salam.
Psychology will call this a self-fulfilling prophecy where we start behaving according to the society and that reinforces their incorrect beliefs about us. And I find it so funny because this song is literally a feminist anthem.
Okay. Now here the point is, uh, well, if we want to portray some women as a dumb and illogical, hence that we have to say that this we have to show some feminist anthems. Well, now with a misogynist anthems, we do not say that women are illogical and dumb. Misogynist anthems just say that men are smart and logical. Okay.
If you read the lyrics beyond I'm just a girl, it says, oh little old me, don't let me out of your sight. Oh, I'm just a girl, all pretty and petite, so don't let me have any rights. The song is literally about how the world wants women to remain dumb and weak.
Oh no! Where we can see that? Here in this lyrics, where the singer says the how worlds want women to remain dumb and weak. World just not remain women dumb and weak. Women are always dumb and weak. So women cannot be weak sometimes, but in every times women are dumb and illogical. And here I can prove it at the moment. Well, the rest of fraction of the short is just in another categories. Okay. Now here I would show you that what is the necessary points. Okay. Here today's keyword is Strait of Hormuz and United States of America versus Iran. And here I am calculating some momentums. Well. It takes several times. Well, and here departure is Washington D.C. of United States of America, and here arrival time is Bandar Abbas, Hormuz of Iran. Okay, now let's check it. What is the flying distance? Here, flying distance is almost 11,214 kilometers. As a round figure, we have said it is 12,000 kilometers. Okay, and now let's. Okay, now here is my points that I want to show that accordance with some moments. Here is my readies to take points that how women are dumb and how women are illogical. How? And here we are talking about United States women pilots versus United States man pilots. Okay, and now let's check it the moments. Well. And here, let's check what is the today's topic. Here, today's topic is almost United States Air Force versus Force and Navy versus Iranian Revolutionary Terrorist. Okay, now here I am talking about F, F United States F-35 fighter plane. Here, depart. What is the departure? Well, departure is Washington D.C. of United States of America. Okay, now what is the arrivals? Arrival is Bandar Abbas, port of Iran. Well, now here we can say that is the points. United States. Here, what is the flying distance? The flying distance is 12,000 kilometer. Okay. Now, United States man F-35 fighter plane velocity is 24,000 kilometer per second. On the other hand, United States woman F-35 five say hi salam fighter plane is an velocity is almost 120 kilometer per hours. Okay. Now here we can see the points. Now it United States man F-35 fighter planes velocity is 24,000 km per second, and United States women F-35 fighter planes velocity is 120 km per hours. And now here we can say that is today's points that we want to tell you that how women are dumb and illogicals. Okay. Now here we can see that is the moments. Uh, Now here distance is 12,000 kilometers between Washington DC of United States of America versus Strait of Hormuz, Bandar Abbas port of Iran. And now here we can say the points. United States manned F-35 fighter planes contains the velocity of 24,000 km per second. And what is the meaning of that? When flying distance is 12,000 kilometers, that means United States manned F-35 fighter planes can travel 12,000 kilometers in zero point 0.5 seconds. Hence here now let's see the significant moments. Okay, now here we can see these points. Well, today is April 17, 2026. Well, now United States manned F-35 fighter planes departure time would be at morning 6 o'clock, April 17, 2026 at the American time. And arrival time would be morning 6 o'clock, zero point 0.5 second past, April 17, 2026 at American time. Where departure place is Washington DC of United States of America, and arrival time is here Bandar Abbas port. Arrival places is Bandar Abbas port of Iran. And now that is the moment. But now, on the other hand, when we are talking about United States women F-35 fighter planes, here we can see the points. Okay. Okay. Now here we can see the points. United States women F-35 fighter planes velocity is 120 km per hour. And what is the meaning of that? Flying distance is 12,000 kilometers. Now 12,000 divided by 120, that means 1,000 divided by 10, that is 100. Women can fly 12,000 kilometers in 100 hours. That means women can fly 12,000 kilometers in 8 days 4 hours. Now let's take what is the meaning of that. 17 is sum by 8, that is 25. Okay. Now departure time of United States women F-35 fighter plane would be more here morning 6 o'clock, April 17, 2026, and arrival time would be morning 10 o'clock, April 25, 2026. Now it is the points at the moment. Now here we can see the comparison between United States manned F-35 fighter planes versus United States women F-35 fighter planes. Okay, and now here we could see the points. A women F-35 fighter planes velocity is 120 km per hour, where United States manned F-35 fighter planes velocity is 24,000 km per second. Now where is 120 km per hour and where is 24,000 km per second? That is the significant velocity difference between United States manned F-35 fighter planes versus United States women F-35 fighter planes. And now here we can see the points. Well, A smart human or an logical human requires the high speed of F-35 fighter planes to defeat the enemy country, where enemy country would be Iran, or we can say Iranian revolutionary terrorist. Okay, now Iranian revolutionary United States man F-35 fighter plane's velocity is 24,000 km per second. That means he can travel 12,000 kilometers in 0.5 seconds. And now here when Iranian revolutionary terrorists can know that now United States manned F-35 fighter planes has been departed from Washington DC, well, Iranian revolutionary terrorist contains no clue to get any preparation time to escape from the attack of United States manned F-35 fighter planes. But now, let's check it. On the other hand, what is the women's point? When United States women F-35 fighter planes contains the velocity of 120 km per hour, what is the meaning of that? The meaning of that is here United States women F-35 fighter planes can travel 12,000 kilometers in 100 hours. And in this moment, the Iranian revolutionary terrorists contains the proper preparation time of 8 days, 4 hours to attack on uh, White House to eliminate Donald Trump, the honorable president of India. And they would already attack on United States women F-35 fighter planes. And now this is the moment at the point that how United States women F-35 fighter planes is the black sheep for our United States air sovereignty. Okay, now let's take it the comparison the points. When the flying distance is 12,000 kilometers, United States women F-35 fighter planes can travel in 8 days, 4 hours. On the other hand, United States man, okay, now, on the other hand, we can say United States man F-35 fighter planes can travel 12,000 kilometers in 0.5 seconds. Where is 8 days 4 hours and where is 0.5 seconds? And that is the significant points that we can see the point, momentums. If we United States Air Force want to get a victory against Iranian revolutionary terrorists in Bandar Abbas, our velocity should be 12,000 kilometers in 1 second. And in these moments, the women velocity is 120 km per hour and man velocity is 24,000 km per second. And it is the easy 2 points that United States man F-35 fighter planes get an advantage on Iranian revolutionary terrorists at Strait of Hormuz. And now, here we can see where is Divija Bhasin's point. Now, Divija Bhasin's point is significant because here, accordance with Divija Bhasin's, here I am just here is a music name, a music song that name I am just a girl. Uh, Divija Bhasin said that in the lyrics of I am just a girl, the girls say that how the world want to portray women as a dumb, weak, and illogical. Okay, but now here I do not know about the weak, but what about dumb and illogical? If world want to protect women as a dumb and illogical, it is a clear right. Women are dumb and illogical because we need a F-35 fighter planes with the velocity of 12,000 km per minute. But United States women F-35 fighter planes contains the velocity of 120 km per hour. Now here we can see how we cannot say that women are dumb and illogical. Thus, and what is the logic from the statement of Divija Bhasin that women can be logical in the points of strait of Hormuz? Now, could you tell me Divija Bhasin? Here is my points of it. Okay. Now, now here we can see that is the moments United States man. Now it is the significant points we could notify. Well, now Iranian revolutionary naval terrorists can contain the Sukhoi 37 with the velocity of 12,000 km per hour. Well, now here we can, that means Iranian revolutionary terrorist Sukhoi 37 can travel 12,000 kilometers in 1 hour. Now here we can see the points. Iranian revolutionary terrorists can travel 12,000 kilometers in 1 hour. United States women F-35 fighter planes can travel 12,000 kilometers in 100 hours. That means United States women F-35 fighter planes can be defeated by Iranian revolutionary terrorist Sukhoi 37 in the battleground of air of sky of Washington DC at the first hours of United States women F-35 fighter plane journey. But now let's check it the moments. What if United States F-35 what if Iranian revolutionary terrorist Sukhoi 37 encountered United States man F-35 fighter planes? Well, uh, Iranian revolutionary terrorist Sukhoi 37 can fly 12,000 kilometers in 1 hour. United States man F-35 fighter planes can fly 12,000 kilometers in 0.5 seconds. And in this moment, Iranian revolutionary terrorist Sukhoi 37 can be defeated by United States man F-35 fighter planes in the first hours of in the first second of Iranian revolutionary Sukhoi 37 journey. And that is the momentum points. Now here we can say that is called the battle IQ, that how much battle problem you can solve or than the normal chronological age. That is the battle IQ. And here when you contains a battle IQ if and only if you contains the fighter plane's velocity higher than the required velocity. And here we can see this momentum at the points. Here we clearly say that United States man F-35 fighter planes is the best in the battle IQ than United States women F-35 fighter planes. And now, but according with Divija Bhasin, we cannot say that United States women F-35 fighter planes is dumb or illogical. Now, what is the logic of the statement of Divija Bhasin that she want to protest that United States women F-35 fighter planes can be logical? We contest no answer. Okay. And now here it is the it is points of smartness and logic. And now let's say about the powers. We contest the kinetic power moments. United States man F-35. Okay. Now here we can say the F-35 kinetic power. Calculations is almost 10 to the power 5 multiplied by what? Yeah, 24 multiplied by 10 to the power 6 is entire square divided by 0.5. Okay. Sane. Okay, could you tell me the meaning of Sane? Well, now here we can see these moments. 2 multiplied by 10 to the power 5 multiplied by 20, 24 square multiplied by 10 to the power 6 square. Okay. Now here we can see the points. Well, what is 12 square? That is 144. What is 2 square? That is 4. Now what is 4 multiplied by 144? That is 576. Okay. On the other hand, here we can see the points. What is 10 to the power 6 square? That is 10 to the power 12. And what is 10 to the power 5 multiplied by 10 to the power 12? That is 10 to the power 17. And here we can see the points. 2 multiplied by, well, 576 multiplied by 10 to the power 17. Okay. Now here we can see what is 6 multiplied by 2, that is 12. And what is 17? I apologize. What is 57 multiplied by 2? That is 114. Okay. And here we can notify it is we can points 115.2 trillion megawatt. Okay. And that is the momentums. And now let's check it. What about the points? United States woman F-35 kinetic powers calculations. We can say the points. Well, 10 to the power 5 multiplied by, well, 12 square multiplied by 10 to the power 6 square divided by 36 cube multiplied by 10 to the power 4 cube. Okay. Now here we can see the points. What is 10 to the power 6 square divided by 10 to the power 4 cubes? That is 1. Well, and here the calculation is going to be notified. 10 to the power 5 divided by 10 to the power 5 multiplied by 12 square multiple divided by 36 cube. And what is 36 cube? That is 6 to the power 6. Well, what is 12 square? That is 144. Here we can write 10 to the power 5 multiplied by 144 divided by 6 to the power 6. And now here we contains a points calculators. Well, now here that is the momentums of calculations, and calculation is the best policies of the moment. Okay, now 10 to the power 5 multiplied by 144 divided by 6 to the power 6. 1, 2, 3. And now here is the points. Okay, now and here that is almost 308.642 watts. That means the 309 watt. Okay, and now here is the momentums at the journeys at the moments. Here, what is the kinetic force? Well, the kinetic force is how much you can be strong at the every second. That is the force. And what is the strength? The strength is the capability of how much work you have done. Okay. And now here is the moments at the significant journeys of the points. Well, now United States man F-35 fighter plane's kinetic power is 115.2 trillion megawatts. On the other hand, United States women kinetic powers is 309 watts. Now let's see how could I calculate the points. It is very simple. Now here we can say the points. United States man can fly 24,000 kilometers in 1 second. Where flying distance is 12,000 kilometers. Okay, and here we could see the journeys. What is according with velocity? What is 24,000 kilometer per second? That is 24 multiplied by 10 to the power 6 meter per second. And now let's check it the points. What now here we can see the equations of kinetic power is how half of weight of F-35 United States man F-35 fighter planes weight multiplied by velocity square divided by travel time, where travel time is 0.5 seconds. Now 1 divided by travel time we can calculate. 1 divided by 0.5 is always 2. And here the calculations becomes 2 the calculations becomes weight of United States man F-35 fighter planes multiplied by velocity square. Hence the calculation is 2 multiplied by 10 to the power 5 multiplied by 24 square multiplied by 10 to the power 6 square. Hence here answer is 1152 multiplied by 10 to the power 17. That is almost here 115.2 trillion megawatts. And now equation of kinetic power is same. That is half of weight of women after 35 planes multiplied by distance square divided by travel time cube. Now here we can see women's travel time is flying time is 8 days 4 hours. That means 36 multiplied by 10 to the power 4. And now 36 multiplied by 10 to the here flying uh, half of weight of women F-35 fighter planes multiplied by distance square divided by travel time cube. Here distance is 12 multiplied by 10 to the power 6 meter enter square divided by bracket of 34 multiplied by 10 to the power 4 second cube bracket cube. Here the calculation is 10 to the power 5 multiplied by 12 square multiplied by 10 to the power 6 square divided by 36 cube multiplied by 10 to the power 4 cube. 10 to the power 4 cubes. And hence the answer is 309 watts. Okay. And now let's check out the points. Now here, but somehow here we can say, what about Iranian revolutionary terrorist kinetic powers? Yeah, Iranian revolutionary terrorist Sukhoi 37 can fly 12,000 kilometers in 1 hour. Or what is the meaning of that? 12,000 kilo. And here we can see the points. To what is travel time cube? That is 36 multiplied by 10 square cube. Okay. And here the calculations. Here is the observation that United States, women's F-35 kinetic powers calculation is Iranian revolutionary terrorist Sukhoi 37 kinetic power calculation divided by 10 to the power 6. And now, hence we could say that Iranian revolutionary terrorist Sukhoi 37 kinetic power is 309 megawatts. Okay. Now here let's talk about the points, and that is the momentums as we could see that kinds of points. Well. Now, okay. Just wait and watch. Well, and here we can see the moments. Iranian revolutionary terrorist Sukhoi 37's kinetic power is 309 megawatts. United States women F-35 fighter planes kinetic power is almost 309 watts. Where is 309 megawatts and where is 309 watts? Here we can see Iranian revolutionary Sukhoi 37 is 1 million powerful than United States women F-35 fighter planes. And now here we can see these moments. But on the other hand, let's check it. Iranian revolutionary Sukhoi 37's kinetic power is 309 megawatts. On the other hand, United States man F-35 fighter planes kinetic power is 115.2 trillion megawatts. Well, now where is 115.2 trillion megawatts and where is 309 megawatts? And here we could see this here it is almost United States man F-35 fighter planes is 500 billion times powerful than Iranian revolutionary terrorist Sukhoi 37s. And now here we could see these moments. Well, and in this points here we can see United States man is clearly powerful than United States women when the topic is F-35 fighter planes. But here, the irony is that just I want to show you that where is the irony. Here, irony is that here our honorable ugly girl Divija Bhasin say the please don't portray the women's dumb and weak. Okay. Now here we can see these moments. Well, here we can see this song is literally about how the world wants women to remain dumb and weak. That means, and what is the points? Well, this song is literally a feminist anthem. Okay. Now let's check it the parts. Well, in the it is in a feminist anthem, just like I am just a girl. Here, United here we can see the who is the writers. Okay. Well, the writer is no doubt. Okay. Here I am just a girl, a feminist singer is portrayed that dear world, don't call women as a dumb and weak. We are just a girl. And here Divija Bhasin says that girls are not dumb, girls are not weak. Okay. Now, girls are dumb or not, here I have mentioned it. Now here we can see Divija Bhasin says girls are not weak. But reality is a difference and somehow reality is opposite of Divija Bhasin's. Because here we can see the points. United States man F-35 fighter planes kinetic power is 115.2 trillion megawatts. But United States women F-35 fighter planes kinetic power is 309 watts. Where Iranian revolutionary Sukhoi 37's kinetic power is 309 megawatts. And here we can see these points. Both of United States manned F-35 fighter planes and Iranian revolutionary terrorist Sukhoi 37 is more powerful than United States women F-35 kinetic powers. Because what is the cause? Because here we can see women are dumb that she could fly that F-35 fighter planes with the velocity of 120 km per hour, where Iranian revolutionary Sukhoi 37 can fly 12,000 km per hour. On the other hand, United States manned F-35 fighter planes can fly 24,000 km per seconds. 24,000 km per seconds. That means United States can fly. United States manned F-35 fighter planes can fly 12,000 kilometers in 0.5 seconds. That is the smartness and logical points of United States man. And here we can see United States men are more smart than United States women. United States are more intelligent than United States women. Hence, when the topic about F-35 fighter planes, United States man F-35 fighter planes is more powerful than United States women F-35 fighter planes. But still, here our honorable ugly girl Divija Bhasin say, I am just a girl. Please don't call me a stupid. Don't call me dumb, and don't call me weak. And now here we can see the points. That is the somehow the protection points. And now here is my points that how women can be illogical at the Strait of Hormuz. Okay. And now here we can see that is the momentums at the points. Just wait and watch. Okay. Now here we can see these moments. United States man. Okay. F-35 high fuel is artificial solar arc reactor with temperature of 666 multiplied by 10 to the power 666 degrees Celsius. Okay. And now let's check it the fuel weights. Okay, now here we can see the fuel weight. Well, what is the fuel weight system? That is half of that is 10 to the power 5 multiplied by 24 square multiplied by 10 to the power 6 square. That is the points to be noted 576 multiplied by 10 to the power 17. And here it is the moments divided by 15,408 multiplied by 666 multiplied by 10 to the power 666 degrees Celsius. And now here we can see this momentums at the points. Just wait and watch. Well, let's check it about the calculations. Okay, now here we could see that is the protections momentums we could notify. Well. Now here 576 multiplied by 10 to the power 17 enter divided by bracket of 15,408 multiplied by 666 multiplied by 10 to the power 66 as a calculations once. Well, here 5.62 multiplied by 10 to the power negative 54, and here I can write 5.62 multiplied by 10 to the power negative 654 kilograms. Okay, and now here we can see the points. What is the momentums? Well, now United States manned F-35 fighter plane fuel system is artificial solar arc reactor with a temperature of 666 multiplied by 10 to the power 666 degrees Celsius. Hence here the specific heat of artificial solar arc reactor with the temperature of 666 multiplied by 10 to the power 666 degrees Celsius is 15,408 joule per kilogram per Kelvin. And now here we know the temperatures, and here kinetic energy is 56, I apologize, 576 multiplied by 10 to the power 17 joules as United States man F-35 fighter planes. Okay, and here we can say the answer is the fuel weight to be 5.62 multiplied by 10 to the power negative 654 kilograms of artificial solar arc reactor with the temperature of 666 multiplied by 10 to the power 666. But now, here is the catch. What is the women's fuel system? Okay. Now here we can see these moments. Yeah, well, United States woman fuel system fuel is petrol. Okay, United States women fuel is petrols, and now patriotic fuel volume is what? Here we can see this momentum, say 576 multiplied by 10 to the power 17 divided by bracket of 36 square multiplied by 10 to the power 4 square, enter multiple by 100 multiplied by 0.8. Now here we can see the points. Well, what is 100? That is petrol specific heat multiplied by petrol highest temperature difference, where petrol highest temperature difference is 50 degrees Celsius and petrol specific heat is 2 joule per kilogram per Kelvin. Okay. Now what is 10 to the power 4 square? That is 10 to the power 8. Now what is 10 to the power 8 multiplied by 100? That is 10 to the power 10. And what is 10 to the power 17 divided by 10 to the power 10? That is 10 to the power 7. And here now let's take it the points. And what is 10 to the power 7 divided by 0.8 is almost 10 to the power 8 divided by 8. Okay. And now here is the points. The calculations became, well, 576 multiplied by 10 to the power 8 divided by bracket of 1296 multiplied by 8. Okay. And now here we can say the calculations is now significant as we could notify. Let's check it the journey. Okay. Now here we can see the points 576, well, multiple by 10 to the power 8. Okay, divided by 1200 bracket of 1296 multiplied by 8. And what is the cause of that? It is almost 5.6 million liters. Okay. Now here we can see 5.6 million liter of petrol. Okay. And now here is the momentums as we could notify at the points. That is our base journey. Okay. Now here base journey is the momentums at the points. Now let's check it. What here we can say this points. What, what is the here we can what is Iranian revolutionary terrorist travel time at a travel distance of 12,000 kilometers? That is 36 multiplied by 10 square. And what is the travel time square? That is 36 square multiplied by 10 square. That is 1296 multiplied by 10 to the power 4. And now United States women flying time is 36 multiplied by 10 to the power 4. And flying time square is 1296 multiplied by 10 to the power 8. Now let's check it. What is 1296 multiplied by 10 to the power 8 divided by bracket of 1296 multiplied by 10 to the power 4? Bracket close. That is, the difference is 10 to the power 4. Okay. Now here we can see this momentums here. Uh, United States women F-35 contains a fuel system that requires 5.6 million liters of petrol, where Iranian revolutionary terrorist Sukhoi 37 contains the fuel system as a petrol that requires 56 billion liters of petrol. And now that is the difference at the points. Well, Iran is an oil mining countries, and here we can see the moments. Now let's check at the points. When United States man flying with F-35 fighter planes, here fuel is 5.62 multiplied by 10 to the power negative 654 kilograms of artificial solar arc reactor with the temperature of 666 multiplied by 10 to the power 666 degrees Celsius. But when women fly the F-35 fighter planes, here United States women F-35 fighter planes fuel is 5.6 million liters of petrol, where women are flying with a velocity of 120 km per hour, while men are flying with the velocity of 24,000 km per second. And here, that is the significant difference between men and women. Now here is the fuel system. When the choice is fuel choice, here we could see that United States man soldiers of United States Air Force is more logical and more wise than United States women soldiers of United States Air Force. What is the wisdom for? What is the wisdom of United States man? Because United States man choose the fuel F-35 fighter planes fuel system as an artificial solar arc reactor with the temperature of 666 multiplied by 10 to the power 666 degrees Celsius. And now, how we can say the United States women soldiers of National Air Force contains lack of wisdom, because United States women F-35 fighter planes fuel system is in dinosaur era, because fuel system is petrol. That is the point. Okay. Now here we can see that that is a significant momentum. But now, what if United States women can fly 12,000 kilometers per second. That would be next to impossible and almost impossible. Here we can see these points. Now let's take the hypothetical points. Well, hence here we can say that would be possible. Okay. Now here that is the significant charge at the moment. 144 multiplied by 10 to the power 17 divided by bracket of 100 multiplied by 0.8 bracket close. That is the moments 144 multiplied by 10 to the power 16 divided by 8. Now what is 144 divided by 8? That is 72 divided by 4. Well, that is 36 divided by 2. That is 18. Well, that means here we can see the points 180 in 180 quadrillions liters of petrol women requires if and only if women want to fly with F-35 fighter planes with the velocity of 12,000 km per second. But this times here we can say that is the significant points. Men are flying 24,000 km per second with with fuel weight of 5.62 multiplied by 10 to the power negative 654 kilograms of artificial solar arc reactor with the temperature of 666 multiplied by 10 to the power 666 degrees Celsius. And now here we can see United States man is more wise than United States women. But now here we can see the what is the irony at the points. Okay. Well, now here we now let's check it. Accordance with Divija Bhasin's now well, accordance with Divija Bhasin's cow smile, joke. It is the Joka smile. Now here we can see accordance with Divija Bhasin's that we man contains no rights to state that women are dumb, weak and illogical. Where reality is when the topic is about United States, when the topic is Iranian revolutionary terrorists at the Strait of Hormuz, it is clearly check it the points that United States man F-35 fighter planes is smart than United States women F-35 fighter planes. United States F-35 man F-35 fighter planes is strong than United States women F-35 fighter planes. And United States man F-35 fighter planes is logical than United States women F-35 fighter planes. And somehow United States man F-35 fighter planes is more wise than United States women F-35 fighter planes. But still, here Divija Bhasin say that don't portray women as a dumb, don't portray women as a weak, and don't portray women as a illogicals. Now, dear ugly sister Divija Bhasin, where is the logic that you can state women can be smart, women can be strong, and women can be logical, and women can be more wise? Well, here is my significant topics about the points. Well, see you then. I would see you with the next live stream. And now, Here, my live stream would be the different persons, and probably I would roast that Israeli women soldiers because of the social media feminism. See you then. Khodafez. Love you.